Yeah, this is your boy Avvy, you watching Who Dat with TIMMAY.
We tell the sunlight in the evening. We tell the sun high in the morning. We tell the sunlight in the evening. We tell the sun high in the, 'cause we party non-stop.
Welcome back to Who Dat, and here we're in Freeport with Pelican Bay, and we just finished the first night of Junkanoo Carnival last night. This was one of the performers, Avvy. Now, we know your real name, Wendell Mortimer, but why Avvy? Where did that come from?
Actually, my middle name is Avvy, and I grew up, everyone called me Avvy for short, so I just stuck with it when I as an entertainment name.
The king of the south. I know you rap in Inagua like nothing. Talk to me what it is growing up in Inagua, because people who grew up in Nassau, everybody's other islands, they struggling to do music, but you come all the way from Inagua, the bottom, sometimes the forgotten island. You one of the top artists we have in this country. So talk to me about growing up there and trying to and getting your way to the arts.
Inagua is a simple town, man. Village raised a child type of town. We were very big on culture down there. Music is a very big part of our culture down there. We love Bahamian music. We cared. There's a lot of musicians from Inagua, actually. In reference to how did I get into the music, it's just by chance I decided to take a chance on an experiment of a song, and it took off. And then from there, I just matriculated into the business of music. In reference to artists coming from Inagua and being able to make it. Again, we have a strong support team throughout the Bahamas. Everywhere an Inagua artist goes, you have a ton of Inagua people running up behind them, and that helps with our growth and success.
And you said, so which song was that? Was that Go Smooth? That was before Go Smooth?
That was, my original songs were Roach on My Bread, Wine Granny Wine, Go Smooth, and those songs just took off, and then from there I went doing album after album.
And it's like people don't understand Roach on My Bread and Go Smooth. Those are like, if you look up Bahamian dialect or look in the maybe you have a Bahamian dictionary, like those are two of the biggest phrases, and you have the songs behind it. So talk to me about both Roach on My Bread and Go Smooth.
Yeah, well, just just encapsulating the story of infidelity and adultery into a comical written experiment is where how those things came about. When a woman or a man is not being faithful to each other, and just taking those words and using pseudonyms to just intertwine them into each other. That's where those came from. Just taking something bad, shining light to it, and hoping that now that it's out in the open, people will do better. That's ultimately how it twists around.
And it shows you the power of music and art, because like look at that, I wearing a black shirt and black shoes, and there's a point where if you're wearing black and black, they say, "Are you going to Go Smooth?" And that came from listening to your song. Like I don't think people really understand. Like that's stylish, that's legendary. Like I know you're still young in the game, but like when you gone, like when your music finished, you will be remembered for that Go Smooth. And I know you humble enough where you don't really sit up on that. Like you still trying to get to a certain point, but just reflect. Like what does that mean to you that you 100 years from now, our children, when they hear Go Smooth, mostly because of you.
Honestly, thank you. But and honestly, it is a humbling feeling. I feel like me as an artist have made my mark. It's like, don't care what I do after this. I've made my mark and I was successful in that. That's pretty tough. That's a pretty tough feat to accomplish, and I'm very blessed to know that I've made my mark and everything's just kind of smooth sailing from here.
So this is the third year of Junkanoo Carnival. Last year you did you had the party all day all night. You were one of the music masters. Personally, that was one of the best songs and should have won, but that's something else. And last night you're back as one of the headlining Bahamian artists. And just talk to me about the night and day between being in the competition and being one of the big artists.
Well, first of all, thanks for the compliment on the song. I wish you was a judge for me to win, but in reference to being a competitor in the competition, it was a different experience, to put a product there, a piece of talent in front of people and have them judge it, and to see that response, it was filling. It helps people, it helps artists when you can make some work and people appreciate it. So that's the grand feeling that I got out of the competition. Win or lose, what it told me is that people appreciated a product that I put out there. In reference to the difference between being the artist and being a part of the competition, Of course, number one is the monies, but number two, it's always good to feel respected when it comes to a promoter or a production team saying, "Hey, we want you to be a part of it." It shows that I'm respected as an artist, and I have made my mark enough to where they have to call me. So I'm pleased with the work that I've been pushing out and where I'm at and as far as in this industry.
And a byproduct of Junkanoo Carnival is now Avvy brings Carnival to Inagua ABCI, and last year was the second, I believe, and it was my first time in Inagua on the whole. And I realized that your song was like, you'll do party till night. Like I remember the second time I was like, boy, I go on the bed at 4 o'clock. Why people still party? And to talk to me about what it means you to bring that type of culture to Inagua, and this is to be the third year coming now.
Yeah, what I've always told people with the whole carnival experience throughout the Bahamas, I said, we've been doing this long time in Inagua. That's just what we do. We go out, we party, we tell the sun bye in the evening, we tell the sun hi in the morning, and, we ain't joking with that. We party all night, all day. It's something that I grew up on. If you notice me around, a lot of people say, boy, that boy can party, man. It's not normal and natural for us. So we are an island way out there. We don't have nothing to do but sit down and party. You know what I mean? Sit down, drink, talk, party all night. That's just the culture that I grew up around.
And just a few weeks ago, you released a joint album. So talk to me about that and where it took you, and you're also performing in Nassau Carnival next week. So let me know of any surprises we can expect from that.
Absolutely. Last year I met up with an artist called Jack Nasty from Turks and Caicos. He's their biggest artist down there, and we're from the south. Anything in the south, we're Turks and Caicos and Inagua, and then make one. We just like one people. So I really wanted to do two countries, two artists, one project, and we called it the Dirty South Experiment, where we just experimenting with our sound, with our rake and scrape, with international music, with and also with trying to bring up new artists from the south. That's the whole, in short, what the project is about. It's called the Dirty South Experiment album. Get it on iTunes. Go log in and get it. I had to put my plug in there.
Of course.
But we have songs, traditional songs like traditional rake and scrape. I in the doghouse again, yeah. I got international music on there, that we could play in the club in Germany or Atlanta. And then I also did some soca tracks for the first time, and it was an awesome experience. It was an awesome experience.
Just talk to me a bit about the Inagua event this year, because it's about 2-3 weeks away. Just tell people what they can expect, how they can get there.
My most favorite time of the year. Avvy brings Carnival to Inagua. Listen here, man. It's massively out there on social media. It's called ABCI 17. Every year it holds the year. So next it'll be ABCI 18. But ABCI 17 is going to be the last weekend in May. And we have the likes of like Jack Nasty, Benji, Bloody, Ricardo Drew. It's a 3-day weekend. You come in on Friday, you party Friday to Saturday to Sunday, leave out Sunday, and be back to work on Monday. Last weekend in May, you gotta make it. You can't miss it.
There's that people know where they can find you, but usually I don't ask people to break down those songs. But my personal favorite song from you is actually Dirty Inagua Rake. Just talk to me about that song. Dirty
Inagua Rake. What I'm explaining in that song is what you don't know but that Dirty Inagua Rake. In the song, it's I went and took the risk and went over, in reference to my colleagues in the game. I was saying, man, y'all got rake and scrape, but we got it's something sweeter about our rake, and that that's just my bias because I'm from Inagua. So, I took a risk at challenging them to say, man, y'all know rake and scrape, but y'all don't know about that Dirty Inagua rake and scrape. You know what I mean? And how we party all night. And we ain't going home till the morning come. But that Dirty Inagua rake. So that's what that's all about. Thank you though for the compliment, man.
And just let people know where they can find you on social media, YouTube, your website, all that stuff.
It's such a long list of all of it. I just tell people now, just Google Avvy and everything will show up. I have a strong PR team for all of that, but if I must go into it, Instagram, Avvy Online, Facebook, Avvy Bahamas, Facebook, Avvy International, Facebook, Avvy. Those 3 things,
Too much.
Twitter,
Too much.
Twitter, my website www.avvyonline.com. Just Google me, And we make sure that when you Google Avvy, my social media, everything.
And that's Avvy, AVVY. So this is
Yes.
Avvy, the king of the south, and this is TIMMAY, and you watching Who Dat?
Look here, man. I in the doghouse again, yeah. I the doghouse again, the doghouse again. Because of my friends, I in the doghouse again. Because of my friends. Bless up, man. Go buy the album, The Dirty South Experiment. www.avionline.com.